T-minus 90 seconds and counting. All systems are go.
That rocket is blowing up in my pockets. Just look at my balance, more zeros, I'm about to double my racks. Look at my bank account, I'm about to get rich. Look at your bank account, tell me if you don't wish.
It's your boy, Underdog Crypto, aka Jay, here with another cryptocurrency video. Today, we're taking a first look, research review over a cryptocurrency project that you should learn about to see if we can blow up our bank accounts, and always putting research over hype. Here's my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this video was created under the Fair Use Act for educational purposes only and research. I am a certified instructor, certified digital currency investigator, a certified fraud examiner, certified expert in social media intelligence, certified expert in cyber investigations,
Master of Science in Digital Forensics Management. Place the hood on the graduate.
I'm a digital forensic scientist, currently pursuing my PhD in Technology and Innovation Management with a specialization in information systems. This is one of the first look project overviews, one of 4 offerings for research. For my members only, you will be able to receive the standard research review once released on my Underdog Crypto members only platform. The project I want to discuss is the ApeNft project. Now, this project has a lot that you should know about. Now, I'm going to give you a summary of that particular project and talk about what has been going on. Firstly, this isn't the first time I've brought up this project. Since July of 2021, I told you about this project 4 separate times. I have also discussed this in Telegram. This is something that I thought that you should look into. Since that time, my first video was July 8th of 2021, which was a video short, 1 minute long, where I told you to take a look at this project. At the time in which this video was recorded on July 8th, 2021, it was trading at 0.00002571. That's 502571. Currently, at the time in which this video was recorded, the price is trading at .000002832 with 178,161 people watching this project. The all-time high as of September 5th of 2021, after I told you about this project in July, went all the way up to 0.000764. Now, what does that mean for you? It is notable that the price went up from July 8th, 2021, when first discussing this project. You could have bought with $100 38,900,000 tokens. In 8 weeks from that time to September 5th, 2021, $297.25 was the cost to buy the same amount of tokens. That means for you that the profit potential for every $100 that you put into that project, if you got in, was $197.25. There is 999 trillion of these tokens in the total supply. Of that, there are 2,133,719 holders of this project. At the time this was issued was May 13th, 2021. Now, looking further, a breakdown by holders, there's a top 10 are 14.99%. In yellow, the top 11 to 50 are 4%. In green, the top 51 to 100 holders is 4.52%. In orange, the top 101 to 500 holders is 36.8%, and then the top 501 holders consists of 40.39%. ApeNft was reviewed for an audit by Slow Mist, a smart contract security audit report, and this was conducted on May 21st of 2021. There were a total of 13 categories, of which ApeNft passed all categories for their audit. ApeNft white paper was reviewed and it was published May 2021. This will be completely discussed in the standard review. However, in short, they want artwork that is for everyone, and they would like to make the system in which the trading can be done with innovation and technology. NFT technology is the primary focus of ApeNft, and they want to reshape the art world with high-end art, a growing market that they feel that people will have a demand for in the future. A little bit about who they are. According to what you can find about this particular project, this is a Tron-based project, and it was registered in Singapore March 29th of 2021. It uses some of the top blockchain technology on both Ethereum and the Tron network for the world's largest distributed storage system, BitTorrent file system, BTFS. And it delivers its mission, which is to have world-class NFTs on the blockchain in the NFT space. Now, the president of ApeNft, Steve Z. Liu, holds a bachelor's in electrical engineering, an MBA in finance as well, and the Columbia Business School. He has extensive experience in international capital markets, and previously he spent over 20 years working in major financial institutions. Now, I think it's important that you see some of the partners. Wink is a crypto chain project that is also partnered with ApeNft. And you can see that here, Heco, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and it has several others that I will discuss in a standard review. That was a summary of the project, but now we're going to go to the next section, which is identifying the utility of this project. ApeNft is not just a place for digital art. It carries some of the top artists in the world. Here you see 4 particular ones that are being featured. Look at here, we have Pablo Picasso, we have Beeple, Andy Warhol, and Pat. Now, if I go into this in detail, there is so much to discuss about these particular artists. Giving you an example with Beeple, this particular artist, the real name is Mick Winkelman. Now, they're from South Carolina, and they have some of the most famous artwork in the NFT space. I'm sure you may be familiar with some of the artwork that you see here that's featured in this particular website about this particular artist. And of course, Andy Warhol. That's an individual name that you should know. Andy Warhol was an American artist, film director, and producer who was leading figure in the visual art movement. Now, they have art galleries of the highest caliber, and everyone in the world knows who Picasso is. Now, Picasso was the most dominant and influential artist in the first half of the 20th century, and this is the type of artwork that ApeNft has to offer. So with the project positive, here's some things you should know about that. One of the things that ApeNft is doing is collaborating, some major collaborations. Here is an example of a few that I'm going to just show you that they discussed. Here is Ape Avatar NFT charity event, T-Punks, Tribute to Cause. They have the Define Marketplace, Tron Meat Beats. You have Mitchell Chan, Starry NFT. You got Back Tron, Tron Loot, Cool Cats. Each and every one of those particular collaborations in the NFT space is a potential for growth for this project. So it is important that you go through those as well, so you can have a better idea of these different marketplaces where there's collaboration and growth potential of this project. Let's talk about the press. There is a lot of positive press that ApeNft has placed out there, I found, and you can go back as late as 5/24/2021. ApeNft donated art pieces to charity. ApeNft artwork from the same artist I showed you previously. NFT artwork and Andy Warhol sold for $2.8 million. Currently, the latest information as of 12/13/2021 about the ApeNft Tron 13 winners of the Art Dream Fund inaugural open call, which will be discussed in the standard review. So there's a lot of positive sentiment about ApeNft that you should be aware of in the press. The project challenges is the next aspect you should look at. If you look at this project, here is an article that was taken where it is very recently $2.2 million in an NFT collector was lost through a phishing scam. In this particular article, it talks about the attack and highlights the digital asset security is something that's very important that you should know about. That's something that I'm going to be showing and teaching you on the content that I'll be providing you with the members only. But you should be aware that NFT collectors are targeted for phishing attacks. Since this is an example of $2.2 million taken from someone with NFTs, you can only imagine that your assets in NFTs can be at risk as well. So that is something you should know about challenges. Looking at the legal aspects, I want to go over some of the legal and political things that you should know helpful as you look at this project further. There are legal considerations you should look at when looking at this particular emerging asset called NFTs. For example, these non-fungible tokens in the art space, it's an emerging digital asset and it's unique. And the commercial, regulatory, and legal considerations are going to be vast in the future. Currently, if we're looking at U.S. regulation, we look at the legal framework is slowly catching up with this technology, but it's still an ongoing process. There's key legal issues in how to include NFTs can be categorized. Are they intellectual property? Anti-money laundering issues, sanctions implications, cybersecurity concerns, there's state law governing virtual currencies. There's a lot that we have to look at. So that is something that I will discuss on the standard review you should think about when looking at the long-term holding of this project. I also looked at the facts and the FUD. We want to look at some of the negative sentiment and to determine what we found that is true versus what is just FUD. So one of the things I thought was interesting, important, since ApeNft is on the Tron network, if you look at some of the negative sentiment, in January 2018, Tron was accused of plagiarizing other protocols' white papers. It was suggested at that time that the reason was to use those white papers as a go-by in order to write Tron's own white paper. Since that controversy, though, Tron has performed quite well, in fact, and the technology space has become very popular because of its low cost associated with its network. Now, this is something I found as recent as 2022 as I conducted my research. Now, I want to add from a technology standpoint that is not really a negative aspect. Many projects utilize a standard operating procedures, technical papers to guide them as they create their own project. As long as the project, in my opinion, is utilizing this information and structuring themselves in a way that is beneficial to the consumer, then that wasn't a true negative sentiment. But I wanted to bring that to your attention. Also, you should be aware that Tron drops as Justin Sun, the former CEO, leaves Tron. And this was an article from December 17th, 2021. And he has become into the political realm ambassador in Grenada. And this is for the World Trade Organization. Now, if you see there at the bottom in red, I noted that on that date, it was noted that 1.4% drop in Tron's overall price and 5% for the whole day. But Tron as a network is up 168% in a year. The reason I thought that's important is since ApeNft is built off the Tron network, look at that and think about how that could affect other protocols that might build on the Tron network. It's like having Bitcoin dominant is going to drive down prices of the projects. Everyone knows that. So you have to be aware, if a project is built on another project's network, how these events can affect a project. Now, I will talk about this further on the standard review about some implications that may be involved when a CEO leaves a particular organization. But for this review, I just want you to be aware of that particular negative sentiment. Now, this was the conclusion of this video. This was the #1 first look project review. And as you know, there are 4 reviews that I will provide. The first look project reviews are the reviews that I provide everyone that you can get on my platform. A standard review and Address the F.U.D in the War series will now be placed on my members only platform when I launch that platform. My members will be able to go in detail as I go through these projects with a fine-tooth comb to find the information that you can leverage to help you in your crypto trading. And as you know, the War series are my most in-depth series. Those are for individuals who just got to know everything about a project. And don't forget that the music that you heard throughout this video was by our very own Indigo Sept. He created the music and he's taken us with this information that I'm providing all the way to the top. So go out there and make sure you support our own community, support and share this information, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, this has been your boy Underdog Crypto.
Top boy, top boy, top boy, top boy. Yeah, started from bottom, we now at the top boy. Yeah, top boy, top boy, top boy, top boy. Don't mess with my food, I get you like top boy. Yeah, top boy, top boy, top boy, top boy.